Hello, lovely people all over the world. Hi, I'm Ben. I'm introducing myself because this is my very first YouTube video, maybe. Or this kind of video where I'm just like talking about something. But no, I thought there are so many videos, billions of videos about nearly everything. So why not sharing my thoughts as well. First of all, hopefully you are all also in safe places, safe, peacefully places like this one. You can see it, it's very beautiful here right now. Very nice weather. The birds are singing. What I want to share today are just my thoughts about science and wisdom, and how these things are maybe connected together, or two sides of the same coin, or two sides of the same medal. I don't even know if this is a correct saying in English. But let me add some information before, just to make sure you better understand. I don't really want to like tell you my life story, so maybe if someone's interested I can do it later. But I think nearly every single person in this world is like searching his or herself, him or herself, and some kind of truth in the world, if there is any. And for me, I really like science. First of all, I have to say that I really like science, and I'm very interested in everything we can learn about nature, and like, it's very, very fascinating, and it's really interesting. So I'm not a scientist, but I'm like reading lots of books and I really love to follow. Oh no, it's really loud right now because of the airplane. Hopefully you can still understand me. I have to check this later. I'm really interested in science, and what I want to share with you today is an interesting thing I'm thinking about very often in the last months, because there's also another interesting part of like knowledge for me, and that's like wisdom, especially the Buddhist teachings, meditation. But it's not only this. This video is not about like Buddhism or meditation or esoteric things or something like this. The point is that if we are all like looking for some truth in the world, maybe it's like that in science is only appropriate to describe the objective world, but it's limited to the objective world. Even if you read or study philosophers, they very, very often say that it's not possible to describe everything in the objective world, or from the objective perspective, which is obviously the perspective of science, which is not a bad thing. It's really interesting, really nice. But there are limitations, and the limitations are science cannot describe the subjective world. So even one example is, even if we know everything about every single cell and every single atom in the body of a bird, so for example, even if we really know everything, every connection and every single process which is going on inside the bird, and really the whole thing, everything which can be described objectively, we although we are not understanding what it's like to be a bird. So there's a what's the word in English? There's a gap, a little gap. When it comes to our understanding of the bird. Hopefully I described it like that you can follow. My English is not that perfect that I really wanted it to be, but I try to improve myself. And the point is this gap. My theory is that especially the philosophies or religion, or however you describe it, for example Buddhism or meditation teachings, and this is the other side of the coin, you know. When science is a very, very appropriate description of the objective world, it does not have all the answers for you and for your life, and sometimes maybe you also sometimes ask yourself, why I do know so many things about the world, why but it's not really helping me. But it's really clear and logical, because it does not give you answers about your inner life, your subjective point of view. It doesn't change anything. And it's the same in the positive way. Another example would be, it does not change anything how beautiful I think a rainbow is, just because that I know how the rainbow works, right? But the subjective, my subjective point of view does not change. And there's two different things, and science is not able to explain or help you, or even describe this part of reality. It's part of reality, that's very clear. It's hard to deny that the subjective world is somehow part of reality, and that's the part of reality that science is not able to describe and give you the answers, and therefore maybe it's necessary to learn with other sources. And to make it very clear, I'm not a religious person. That's the point. If you are searching for answers or wisdom and so on, many people, and I can totally understand it, find their answers in religion, and everything they cannot really describe, or where there are gaps in their understanding of, like, everything is filled with beliefs. So because it's very clear, you have to believe what you cannot know. That's true. Like many people, many religious people say, and would at least agree to that, but I'm not religious and I'm not even like esoteric or spiritual. I'm just loving wisdom and facts and life. But I think this point, what I described, is really helpful because maybe there are some other people like me as well who don't like dogmas, and because I think any dogma is like more dangerous than it helps. And but although you are part of this world and you are trying to figure anything out as good as you can, and yes, this is a very interesting point for me and very helpful point of view. Especially for me, it helped me very much to learn new things, to get a new perspective without betraying myself or being ignorant. And yes, maybe science and like the inner view or the subjective view, the watching everything which is inside, like via meditation or contemplation, are just two sides of the same medal, how what I already mentioned. And you need both to see the complete picture, you know. Yes, that's just something I thought about in the last weeks, and I'm very I don't know if anyone will ever like see this, watch this video and comment, and maybe you think it's you will think it's bullshit or it's an interesting point, maybe, or not, or maybe you can add something to it, some new thoughts that make this more complete. But for me it makes very, very much sense, and especially what I can tell you maybe the last couple of minutes in this video is I can really recommend to at least try it, because I'm like I didn't tell you anything about me in the beginning, so now I tell you a little bit. So I'm like meditating for like 3 years now, and I learned a lot of things. It's a very interesting experience with many ups and downs and everything. These experiences are very not what you expect in the beginning. It's not about so much about esoteric and not so much about, yeah, many people will call it spiritual, but I don't really like this word as well. It's just tools to see yourself or some things very clear, and or from another, at least from another perspective. Yeah, that's interesting, and it doesn't do any harm to you. Yeah, there are ups and downs, and sometimes, especially if you do it maybe because you have too many thoughts and you think it will calm your mind. It can even make it worse sometimes, because yeah, some teachings say it's like if you have a glass of water and you take a spoon and move it in the water, all the mud will will like move around, and that's like in the beginning of a meditation, or in some phases of the meditation it can be like this. The thoughts will be even more and worse, or yeah, worse. But you can see them from another perspective, and after a while everything will calm down, and you can learn a lot about yourself and other people, and develop like more love and compassion and wisdom and all the things which are like really the core, which I really believe as well right now, which are really the core of what human beings are, and we all want to go home to this home base of peace and love and compassion and wisdom. And yeah, I just wanted to share this with you. Maybe there are some people out there who are thinking like me, who are like more interested in science and not so much in religion, and they try to figure it out, and science cannot give you all the answers. And yeah, maybe you can follow me and you saw my point. Maybe I can also learn to express myself better in the future, but this is my first try, and yeah, that should be it for today. I don't even know if there will be more videos in the future. Maybe yes, maybe no, you never know. But it doesn't really matter. I just hope that all of you will live in peace and freedom, and have a really, really good life. A long, peacefully life with you and your family, beloved ones, friends. Yes. And so maybe we will see each other again. Bye bye. See you someone.